use a flame because it's Panama. Power doesn't always work. Yet the flame always burns. So this is going to heat up our water, and it will push the water up into this top chamber because it can't go anywhere else. There's a reusable cotton filter here, so we might get a little color in the water. That's fine. But that pressure is going to push the water up, and that's when we're going to add our coffee. When we remove it from the heat, this is where everything changes. So Italian espresso, we're brewing using pretty high pressure, actually. French press, no pressure. This is the only method I know of that uses a vacuum. And so what's going to happen here is when this bottom chamber cools down, it will actually create a vacuum and suck the water down. And you wouldn't think there's any difference between pressure on one side or a vacuum on the other. But something interesting happens with this because we always get a different flavor out of this. And I wish I understood it a little bit better, but most people haven't used these in the last 100 years and there's not a lot of literature about them, so I don't know everything that's going on. But it is interesting and it's fun and different. So your job is to put 3 giant scoops in the top of that, please. What we're going to try and do is taste these side by side at the same time and see if we notice any difference. Give this a little stir, because remember, this is exactly the same coffee. So now we're going to pour our French press. You can turn your cup. Here is quite a bit of bubbles. So this has a name, it's called the bloom. And the reason we have a lot of bloom is because this was freshly roasted. There's still lots of carbon dioxide in the beans, and it comes out with the hot water. You don't normally get this much at home. That doesn't mean the coffee's bad, it just means it's already off-gassed. But since we're roasting almost every day, experiment to see if you taste any difference.
Yeah, coffee is just chemistry.
It is. It is, in many respects. Growing it, press. The color and clarity is really kind of interesting.
Testing time.
And